The announcement had a focus on not choosing between performance or fidelity modes. Do you think Sony will encourage developers to have a single PS5 Pro mode to fulfill this vision, or are we destined to see even prettier 30
Oh
FPS
no.
games? John?
If you build it, there will be 30 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
It always happens. It
We
is
already saw
inevitable.
it.
I
It
don't
is
see why not.
inevitable. It is inevitable. And we saw it in this presentation too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it does seem like they are potentially encouraging developers to dial this back by specifically saying that you won't have to choose. That seems to be a marketing push for them, which leads me to believe that Sony titles might go that direction. Not all of them. GT7 clearly is not going to go in that direction. Others might. But I feel like on the third party side, I don't, it's hard to say. Like, it feels like there is still room for there to be a choice, perhaps. Although with the CPU being what it is, everything starts to become more CPU bottlenecked, right?
Yeah.
More than GPU bottlenecked. So I'd imagine they just push up GPU features up to a certain point, and then if your CPU bottlenecked, that kind of puts a hard cap on how high your frame rate can go, right?
Yeah.
Versus the regular machine. So maybe
They're
we
more
will.
likely to load up on, stuff like, enhanced draw distances, higher
Yeah,
resolution.
exactly. So I think we're going to see probably frame rates similar to performance modes on base PS5, but just with much better image quality.
Okay.
Right.
Alex?
Yeah, I mean, John actually said everything I probably would have said.
I think
there,
I think something we said earlier that, Mark Cerny was talking about, developers getting to grips with the hardware and then, rolling their own solutions. And I dare say we'll see various modes depending on what they come up with.
Yeah.
I think mode selection seems to have become a thing. And I think that,
maybe.
With the inherent nature of the scalability of a lot of games these days, when they're producing their PC versions, there are going to be opportunities to bring some of those features, those more GPU heavy features, over to PlayStation 5 Pro. And we'll still probably have fidelity and performance modes.